Yeah, sorry, I feel weird talking while an ad's going, but hi everybody, welcome back. Yeah, apparently there was an ad going just then. I'm sorry about that. I wanted it to be so it wouldn't go until an ad was like 30 minutes in. I put the settings so it's like, oh, you won't get ads like when someone opens the stream for the first time, but I guess an ad 2 minutes in is what they decided to go with instead. But yeah, hope you all are still here. But yeah, what are we gonna do today? You may notice I'm in this library. And honestly, if you've been on social media recently, you've probably seen this library. It's gotten like pretty popular as a streaming game. It like had its little boom, which is good because I think it's a really cool game. And spoiler alert, but I've actually completely sorted this library already once before. Because I just thought it looked really fun and relaxing. And my husband got it for me, which was super sweet of him. And then I spent the next several days just doing it. So that's fun for me. But today we're doing something very special, you see. We are going achievement hunting. Yes, I'm hunting the achievement for sorting this entire library without any magic at all. But yeah, honestly, I think sparkling water is delicious. Well, I apologize, but I simply must disagree with you. Also, did you notice I changed the color of the chat box so you guys can actually like chat and have your messages show up. It's not just like super hard to read. So there you go. But yeah, any questions about the recent video, or if you're a new person and you want to ask me any questions, feel free. But yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, this library is now very messy. And funny thing about this is there's two types of magic in this game. There is major magic and minor magic, and I believe the achievement says that it's just sort the library without using any major magic. And I kind of want to use minor magic because it allows you to like jump really good and run fast. So if it ends up being that I lose the achievement because I'm doing this right now, like that will be very sad. But I really want to be able to jump and run and frolic, so we're just gonna do this. Hello, Jacobs, welcome in. Welcome to the chat. In case you don't know the setup for this game, there was apparently a fairy. There was a fairy that came and messed up the whole library, and now we're locked in here until we fix it. But now, I've just received the ability to jump, and it's like jumping on the moon in here. So, and with that, yeah, my plan is to get these upgrades because they're minor magic. And the achievement I'm going for, you can't use any major magic, which major magic in this game is like if you're holding a certain book, other books of that series come, like, you can just have them teleport to you, basically. But I'm trying to do it without that, so should be called Insight Fama because you do not take any else. Well, thank you very much. I do my best to do my best, I suppose. But yeah, look, we're about to drink this mysterious potion and get way stronger. It's not steroids, I promise. Okay, this was capacity. I believe this one is... No, this one's also capacity. I need to, like, grab some books in order to, get the other key that lets me sprint. And once we have these upgrades really fast, I think it's still gonna be pretty slow, I'll be honest. Like, this is not exactly a game that's designed to be done super fast, even though there are speedrunners for it. But with the sprint, it gets substantially faster. And yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions for... Hang on one sec, let me just... Right. if you guys have any questions for me about videos or just me personally, please feel free. I am digging in the wrong spot. One sec. Yeah, one thing about this game is sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell what you're about to grab. Trust me, I didn't set any traps in the chest box. Well, I'm so glad this game's so generous and there are no traps whatsoever. I watched the ADC finale yesterday. I can't wait to see your video and hear your thoughts on it. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing, haven't recorded it yet, but I'll be doing a review video for sure on that. Yeah, not gonna, obviously not gonna talk about any details, but yeah. I will just say that I had a good time watching it with my husband in the movie theater. If you were expecting a trap, sorry to disappoint. Aw, man. No traps for us. Guess we don't get exploded today. I need to catch up on all the videos on channel, because life's been hard lately. Backrooms is not yet in my country. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, but I like to think that I'm developing something of a backlog when it comes to videos. So yeah, feel free to binge to your heart's content my entire channel. And yeah, in the next little bit, hopefully, there will be even more videos. You know what, this is gonna go on the top shelf because I don't feel like dumping things to reorder this. Made it in time. Howdy, hope you're doing well today. Thank you, and welcome to the chat, Kylie. Nice to see you here. And yeah, since you just got here, gonna say we are attempting to sort this entire magic library without using any magic, because there's an achievement tied to it. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and the abilities really do help. Like, for example, you have an ability that would have sorted those in exact order, so I didn't have to think about where to put them. But yeah, we got one shelf done already. Look at us. And my carrying capacity usually would just be 10. It's upgraded to 15 because I decided to dig in this chest and take some mysterious potions, and there we go. Alright, okay, so let me tell you my plan. Up here and down here. Down here in this area of the library is the healing shelf with all the healing stuff, and up here is like philosophy, and all of those are white books. So my plan is I'm gonna gather up all the white books because they're easy to see, and then we'll just go from there. Ooh, how intriguing. Good habit to do things yourself. Yeah, I think it'll be really fun. Also, really gets you into the role play aspect of it. I am at this magical place, but yeah. Honestly, I like getting spoilers for certain aspects of media. For example, I asked my friend who did watch something, speculation was in the finale, so yeah, you're one of my favorite YouTube creators, and I love how you make your videos with such care and passion. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really like making videos, honestly. Okay, this is an example of a white book that isn't from the philosophy or magic section, so we're just gonna, I believe this is where it goes, so we're just gonna, there you go. And this is healing? No, it's holy magic. Sorry, got distracted trying to find all these books. But yeah, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And I am glad that you enjoy my videos and that it's something I'm able to make for you guys. I just tossed that. I don't need to pick that up. All right. That is philosophy. Also philosophy. Yep. See, a lot of these, they're either philosophy or healing or holy magic. Those are the three ones that are mostly white. I believe this is a philosophy book. I don't quite remember. Because, in case you didn't know, I have sorted this whole library before, and now I'm just... I want to do it the hard way. because I think that's fun. This is definitely philosophy. That's holy magic, I think. I know where that goes, but I'm not going to pick it up right now. Power and... oh, we are completely full. So now... I'm going to double check that this is actually the philosophy shelf, just so I don't mess myself up. Let's see, it's upstairs, so it's over here. Philosophy, 2J. Yeah, it's the one way over here. There. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, and I believe the stuff I got from the chest, which is this jumping and stuff, doesn't count towards this achievement, but If I get to the end and it doesn't count, I'll just be sad and do it again, I guess. Alright. This is holy magic. That's just below this. Let's see. That's number 3. Yeah, and when you get it right, it glows green. I second Jacob's, not even kidding. I've been looking forward to seeing your new videos anytime it pops up on my YouTube feed. Feels nice to see a thumbnail and think, ooh, llama post. Let's go watch it. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. Yeah. Lately, because I've been trying to make the videos fast, I haven't been able to draw them as much, but hopefully the next coming weeks, I'll be able to start drawing all my thumbnails again. But yeah, it makes me very, very happy that I can make something that I can enjoy making and you guys can enjoy doing. Let's see, 10, 9, enjoy watching. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Is this? Okay, good. It is a philosophy book. Philosophical Studies of Magic. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Introduction to Magical Healing. That's over here. By the way, I probably look like slightly impressive knowing where all these bookshelves are. These are these are kind of the only ones. Like, I think where the Stealth and Transfiguration bookshelves are, but everything else is kind of all over the place. I'll have to check on the wall. Philosophical Self and Others. I don't think I've put this. Oh, nope. No. Studies in Magic, Ontological. Okay, new shelf. Got it. 2, 3, 4. You should put in Immortal and the Restless in the backgrounds for the full FNAF movie experience. Right. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that would get me copyright smacked, but Philosophical Science, Methodology, and Truth, we'll just go right there. Okay, this is philosophy as well. This is holy magic. Let's go back down here. I should probably yank all these books off the shelves so I have room to place things. Actually, let me check if there's any more holy magic in here. Let's be a little more. I think purification is holy magic and not healing. Let me check. 9, 8. Okay, I was right. Cool. Philosophy, holy magic theorem. I believe I just put this up here already. Yes, I did. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Philosophy. Curing poisons and diseases. Okay, you go over here. 9, 8, 7. Hey, Llama, did ketchup beat mayonnaise at the hot dog competition? I don't know. I don't think I caught that live. You'll just have to tell me. I don't believe I put Foundation of Metaphysics. Okay. Philosophy and Science. Philosophy. Okay, this is Philosophical Studies of Magic, but it's not science-based. Methodology and Truth. No, I think therefore I am. There we go. Alright, new shelf. It had mustered all its courage. Thank you. I do like me a good joke. Well, what do you mean? Okay, apparently I did put this on the shelf somewhere. Where is it? Is it over here? Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Let's see. Do I have any jokes? I believe I do. Is this? This is not... Okay, this is Power and Ethics. So I believe... No, it's not. There's two different spots where you can see the titles. Like, there's in the top left, which is the book you're holding, and then there's at the bottom of the screen, which is the one you're looking at, and I constantly mix them up. Any of these Power and Ethics? I don't think so. Yeah, we're just gonna go like that. Okay. Have a question. Don't know if it's the theme of the stream. Any movies or TV shows, games coming out this year that we're waiting for or super excited about? Honestly, there's a lot coming out this year. Like, I don't know a ton about Resident Evil, but I think the movie looks super cool. And, like, don't tell me a ton about it because I'm planning to play some of the games as it gets closer and hopefully doing some videos on that. And there was something else. Oh, yeah. Indigo Park Chapter 2 is set to come out this year, plus the next DLC of Silk Song. Hey! I still need to make a Silk Song video. I haven't really gotten around to it. But, yeah. Actually, 1 second. Let me just... gonna toss these in the corner for a second while I clear off these bookshelves. And I'm making myself room over here. Anything else? Omoji Indigo Park, I'm hyped. I know! I'm very excited to see where they go from here, because the first chapter, like, as much as I like the first chapter and I think it's a good start, it does, like, I think it's very good at showing what it could be, and I'm excited to see what they can do now that it's, like, they have a bit of a budget and they've taken a bit more time, if that makes sense. Like, I'm excited for it. Movie takes some inspiration from RE1 and 2, but entirely new story and new characters. Don't forget Deltarune Chapter 5. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, when it comes to Resident Evil, I think honestly it's probably a good idea to... Hang on, let me pick up all my books. I think it's probably a good idea that they're doing a completely original story, because, like, I wonder what that'll be like, you know? Because a lot of the time they try to adapt a specific game, and it doesn't work super well. Like you can, right? But games and movies are different mediums, so it's just kind of hard. So I'm excited to see what they'll do when they have just an original story, because I feel like that gives you a bit more freedom. Okay, we are completely full. So we're gonna jump up this other floor and hopefully put some philosophy books back. Yeah, and when it comes to Deltarune, I'm doing something interesting because I got a lot on my plate, so I'm kind of hoping, like, not hoping. I'm thinking maybe I'll wait until all the chapters are out and then play it as kind of a thought experiment on, like, what happens when the chapters are clearly all planned out from the start, because I think that'd be interesting. Okay, do we have metaphysics? Foundation of metaphysics, okay. You go there. Philosophy, mana, and willpower. I don't believe I have that. No, I might. Okay, that's self-determinism. Is it? Yeah. Okay. New shelf. Digital Circus from earlier. I have a bit of a dilemma. You're completely fine to talk about it. Just make sure you don't spoil anything, because we're still having a bit of an embargo with that. Like, I'm fine talking about things a little bit vaguely, but let's just not get too much in the weeds about it. But go ahead. There's about just self-determination and philosophy. There we go. Soul, mind, and body, are they truly distinct? That's a new one. I haven't put that up yet. I remember because my first playthrough, I put it on this shelf, I believe. That's 5? There we go. That is healing. That's holy magic. There we go. Soul, mind, body, distinct. That's holy magic, healing again, philosophy, self in the other, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, so that's, did I put it in on another shelf? I think therefore I am. Philosophy, self in the other, there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7? 7. Been watching from the beginning together with my mom, agreed to watch the finale with me in theaters. I'll finish reading that in just a sec. Like imagining funny versions of words corresponding with verbs. Super, more like super butcher. Yeah. By the way, if someone would want to have fun with okayish visual elements, recommend watching Masters of the Universe in theaters. It looks great, and I wish more movies were this colorful. Yeah. I saw a little bit of Masters of the Universe. I have, like, not like a huge history with He-Man, but like a slight one, and I think it's fun. Like, I grew up not with the original, like, old cartoon, but kind of with the new one that was made. It, like, slightly newer. I think it was maybe made in the early 2000s. Anyway, I like Evelyn because I just think that's a hilarious name for a villain. Yeah. So I'm not sure about one thing. Should we watch episode 8 in advance or not bother and just watch the movie? I think that really depends on you, because they do show episode 8 beforehand. And so, like, you wouldn't necessarily be missing anything. As long as you're caught up on the other episodes, they do show that episode as part of the theater experience. So I think it really depends on what you want to do. Like, I think that's more like personal decision. I don't think it detracts from the experience to have watched the other episode beforehand, but if you'd rather just have your mom go in completely blind, then yeah. So, sorry. I know you're probably looking for something more than that, but really it's up to you. It's from 2003, yeah. Yeah, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Yeah, see episode 8 in theaters if you want to surprise them. Exactly, exactly. You know what? We're gonna hop down to the healing section because I'm pretty sure I got all the philosophy books out of my hand. Anything new here? No, I don't think so. Okay, healing magic for reclamation of mind and consciousness. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 3. Fundamentals of... Actually, did this... Okay, good, it did glow. Fundamentals of healing and mana control. That's not here, so we'll just put it at the bottom here. Spells for curing disease. You go on the top shelf, Mr. Diseases. No? No, it didn't like that. It is volume 3, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it must be on a shelf somewhere else and I just missed it. Oh, there you are. No, you're not. There it is. I'm blind, apparently. There we go. And this is actually any more healing before I go over to the holy magic section? No, this is all holy magic. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Anything over here? I did put something over here. Sacred purification magic. Yeah, that's not here. Let's just do that. Holy magic, undead purification. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm worried that the theater will start singing the one who's running the show and she won't hear the song proper. In our theater, at least, no one did that. And yeah, probably like you can show her afterward if it becomes a problem, but I think you'll probably be okay. I know some people have had bad theater experiences, but ours was fine, and I think a lot of people's are probably just fine. Magic, undead, and purification. No. Okay, new shelves it is. 2, 3, except for you. Are you? Nope. Spells for the... Oh, that actually is up here. That's 9, 9. Beautiful. Alright, back to collecting books. Fundamentals of healing. There's more philosophy. Once I run out of white books, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Actually, this one is... I'm going to run upstairs really fast because this one belongs over here. There we go. Actually, this one also belongs over here. Maybe I'll just slap it on the shelf really fast. There you go. Yep. This is... Wow, there's just... This is everywhere. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4... And I believe there's one right here, so I might as well just... 5... Alright, jumping back down. More philosophy, more healing, more holy magic. I believe there's like a set of history books. There's also white, but for now we're just going with these. There we go. Man, I can hold a lot of books, can't I? I believe I'm about to reach my... Yep, reaching the limit. Okay, I'm already on the bottom floor, so let's go back to the... Let's do holy magic first this time. Philosophy, healer's ethics, magical determinism, that's philosophy. I gotta go, but I want to say that the stream is fun. I'll try my best to be here more often. Have fun. Thank you so much for being here, Jacobs, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thoughts on Knights of Guinevere? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm extremely excited that we get more of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. I think probably, given its premise, it's going to be a bit of a shorter series, but I think that's honestly fine. Okay, that is holy magic. Here we go. I believe that's on top. Yes, it is. Compendium of Sacred Purification. That's this one? No. I believe that's top shelf. Yes. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. That's philosophy. Any other holy magic? There we go. You're in front, I think. Holy magic. No, no, no. You were over here, weren't you? No, I remembered incorrectly. I should just look. Holy magic, undead head. Pure. Okay, it literally was here. I just looked at it and skipped over it. Really excited for it. So fun hearing that my mom's coworker legit recommended to her. When does that ever happen? I think Glitch is becoming just a lot larger than a lot of people might have expected, and I think that's really awesome. Just seeing indie animation grow in that way. But yeah, I believe this is all good, so maybe we'll just hop upstairs and do some philosophy. All right. Spell determinism. That's over here. I recognize the vines on the cover. Let's go 3. Philosophy, the self and other. I think that's on the other side. Power and ethics. Is this a new one? It is. Except it's not, because that glow means it's somewhere else. There we go. 4 principles of healer's ethics. Let's save that for a minute. Soul, mind, body, truly distinct. Is that up here? I think it is. Perfect. Philosophy of the self and other. We just did that one, I think. If I can remember where it is. Ever heard of In Stars and Time? I have. It's another one that I would like to get to eventually. I know that it has like a time loop thing, and that's a gameplay element, but I've done my best to remain unspoiled on everything else. Oh wait, this actually goes downstairs. Holy magic. Formation of magical barriers. I don't believe I have a shelf for this yet. I do not. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Let's see. Anything else? Philosophy, philosophy, philosophy. Healer's ethics. I think this might be the only healing book, so we might just take care of it right now. So let's go. Yeah, because who puts ethics on the front shelf? Am I right? All right, back up to the philosophers. Need a new shelf for this, unless no. So self and other, power and ethics. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sick. Philosophy and the self. Move over here. I see that there was a message. Hang on, I just want to find philosophy of the self and other. Okay, volume 1. Okay, let me look. I think you'd like it. Outside of Splatoon, it's one of my favorite examples of a dietetic game. I have not heard that term before. That's an interesting one. Yeah, by the way, make sure to drink your water. That was me opening it up, my water. And I think an ad is going to start in like 8 seconds, so I might just like sit here and wait for you guys because I feel weird talking. But see you in a sec. There we go. For those seeing the VOD later, hi. How you doing? Yeah, right before starting this stream, went to go get groceries and things. So I'm thinking a little bit about cheese because we got cheese. What's your favorite cheese? Like, I feel like my favorite cheese is Havarti because I just like having it. But I can imagine having a different type of cheese that's your favorite depending on if it's in a sandwich or if it's in something else. I like cheese a lot. One of these days I want to go to those cheese festivals that are in Europe sometimes. I think that would be delightful. Yeah. And once again, I think... What What was I thinking? No, I have all these thoughts swirling around in my head, but sometimes they just run away. I'm sure all of you can relate. But yeah. Let's see. After I get all the white books, maybe we'll focus on the reds, but there are a lot more red books, so that might not end up working out. Oh, hey, you guys are back. Welcome back. Hello. Right, back to philosophy. What is man, really, in the grand scheme of things? That's the questions they ask, right? Let's see. Are all of these? No, that's healing. No, this is all healing. Okay, let's jump down. Fundamentals, healing, mana control. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, I did see your message, Kylie, saying diegetic. I have heard the term diegetic. That is very cool and interesting, and part of the reasons I'll probably eventually be looking at it. That's okay. Slightly different binding for that one. Let's go 1, 2. Perfect. And I believe I don't have the Grand Compendium yet. Yes. Let's go here. It's so interesting because some of these books, it's like the 4 ethics of healers, and then it has 10 volumes, and it's like, okay, how long did you spend on each on each thing, right? That is not it. Okay, back to collecting these books. Give me that. But yeah, I would recommend this game if it's if it looks fun. You probably will find it fun. Like, even if you're watching me play, I think you can still have a ton of fun just sorting through all these books. But yeah. It is kind of funny, though, because if I take this book, now this one is just hanging in the air. They multiplied the 4 methods by 10. Easy peasy. Yeah, you might be onto something. That's so true. Like, these are textbooks, right? So they probably just have a ton of stuff going on. Okay, my arms are full. Let's jump up and do some philosophy. Is this mana and willpower? It is. Okay. Let's see. That was 7, 6, 5. And then power and ethics. I believe that's on the other side. Yes. Power and ethics. Power and ethics. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Foundation of metaphysics. Is that over here? No. But I do believe there it is. 1, 2. That's 5, right? Yes. Healer's ethics. Mana and willpower. That's down. It is down here. Perfect. Like when you're given 2 test problems for homework, but each of them is 26 parts. Exactly. That's how you get that much material out of just a simple thing as the 4 ethics, right? Alright. Healer's ethics, soul, mind, and body, truly distinct. I know this cover. It goes over here. 4 principles. Magical healing. Healing. Holy light. Healing. Any more philosophy? Yes. Okay. I believe I went to the wrong side. There it is. Philosophy and willpower. Now this one's on this other side. But yeah. Where's the... No, I did put this on the shelf. There we go. Volume 2. I believe that's all the philosophy I have in my pile here, so let's hop down and do the holy magic shelf. This one is easy. 9, 7. Because it has the big star, I remember where it is. There is holy magic. That one goes up here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Healing. Yeah, okay. This is all healing. And new shelf. 2, 3. this is 2 introductions, so we'll go like this, plus volume 7. And then our wonderful favorite series, Healer's Ethics, has another entry. If you guys were going to a magical school, what do you think you would be studying? Because, like, this school has got it all. We've got philosophy. Actually, wait, that's not it. That's not what I went to. I'm not in the warrior section yet. I don't need to pick up that book. There we go. Oh, there's one. Thank you. Let's look around. Ooh, this is a new one. We're just gonna toss that over here. It's not philosophy or healing or anything like that, so we'll just do that. Philosophers and magic. Application of targets. Is that? No, that's transfiguration. We don't need that right now. Because, hang on, let me just show you what your options are. The art of talking to your characters in your dreams. I can't decide if that would be art or the divination section. We got monsterology, astrology, divination, curses and dispels, bard and music, necromancy, transfiguration, magical artifacts and enchanting, stealth, illusion magic, summoning magic. Sorry, I'm stretching. Ugh. Healer and healing magic, holy magic, destruction, alchemy and potion making. And then over in the upper section, we got warrior, archery, daily magic, which, like, I don't know if you can study daily magic. I mean, I'm going to be real. I don't know if that's, like, an actual major you can have, but maybe, who knows. Mathematics, art, management, economics, sociology, psychology. It's kind of funny because it feels like bottom floor is more magic-y things, and the top floor is more like the actual stuff that you'd need to make this world function. But yeah, I also don't think that you can major in romance novels or mystery novels, but I don't know, who knows? Maybe it's a special school. Or, like, I don't know, maybe you can major in dungeons. Alright, let's get back to picking some of these up. I believe I'm just about... No, I can pick up more. Even more than I thought. Are we done now? Nope. Man, my capacity is much larger than I thought. Okay. Top one is philosophy, so we'll go back up to that shelf. Philosophical studies and magic. I think that's up front. Yes, there we go. That's the last one. Healing and mana control, soul, mind, and body. There we go. Let's go up here. That's the second volume. What about in dragons? There's not a specific section on it down there. I think maybe you could do, like, a study in dungeons with a focus in dragons, maybe? like a major in dungeons, minor in dragons type thing. That sounds like something you'd be able to do. Philosophical studies in magic. There we go. Like, to me, I feel like you should be able to do that, right? Like, maybe you major in transfiguration, but then your focus is, like, I don't know, well, I was gonna say turning, like, stone into gold or something, but I guess that's alchemy, isn't it? And there's a whole other section for alchemy. I thought I had teachings of the great philosophers here, but maybe it's a different shelf. I could have sworn I had it. There it is. Healing and mana control. That one's just a plain one. Holy magic, magical healing, philosophy again. There we go. And then willpower. This is volume number 8. Surely there's... there we go. There's more philosophy in here. I knew it was hiding in here somewhere. It's both alchemy and transmutation. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess, like, it's not technically mutually exclusive. You'd probably have to take, like, a bunch of required classes that you never end up using in your actual job. Which are still important, by the way. It's important to get knowledge in many things when you go out into the great wide world. I believe... Yep, over here. And 8. Any other philosophy books? I'm just going through. Well, first of all, we're going to jump across, or try to, and put this one on here, because we've got handy things for the kitchen in here, which I think is daily magic. Oh, it made an upset at me, which I think means it's part of a smaller series. Those ones are always kind of tough, because, like, most of these are in sets of 10, but some of them are in sets of 5 or 3, which is interesting. And then we're going to do healing. Healing and mana control. There we go. Time to cure some diseases, I think. Let's go up here. That's holy magic, magical healing. There we go. I put that in the wrong spot. I just didn't even notice. That's silly of me. Okay, but about alchemy, salts are made of rocks, theoretically speaking. What would salt made out of a philosopher's stone entail? I think it would be a very interesting topping for your eggs, certainly. But I don't know. That's the type of question I think gets asked in class at these schools, and the professor just goes, "Man, it's going to be a long year." Yes, healing and mana control. That one goes down here. I'll actually pay attention to make sure I do the right thing. Any other healing? I don't think so. Let's go over here. This one has the foldy cover, so it goes right here. Undead is in front. 3 and 10. Perfect! I believe... No, that's archery. That is another one. See, that's lavender. That's not white. There we go. There's one. It may look like we're running out of books to grab, but we are really, really not. They're just becoming slightly more difficult to see. Because, like, there's lots of books in this library. That's alchemy. We're going to leave that be for now. That's philosophy, I think. I believe that's either healing or... Yeah, we'll leave that for a second. Actually, no, we'll take... Not that one. Get out there. We'll take this one. I believe we tossed one of those over there earlier, so maybe we'll be able to grab that. Yeah, we'll grab this one too. Yeah, we're just cleaning up everything, aren't we? Okay. This top one is 1,000 easy spells for the home. We already have a shelf for that. Perfect. Cleanest type of entertainment program? A soap opera. That's beautiful. Let's see. I think I got one. We've got... That's holy magic. Actually, maybe we will just go for philosophy first. What I was gonna say is, what do you call a pepper who gets really angry? No, that's not how it goes. Hang on. It's... Okay, I got it. What do you say when a pepper gets really angry? Like, what does he do? He gets jalapeno face. I saw that one in a dad joke competition, and I think it's a pretty good one, huh? Yeah, I got you. Alright, great philosophers. That's other side, isn't it? There we go. Good one, thank you. I try my best. Think, therefore, I am. I believe that's on the... Nope, it's up here. Okay. 8. What do you call a nightlight for baby sheep? I don't know. What do you call a nightlight for baby sheep? A lamp. That's beautiful. Oh, that's perfect. I believe Rest of this might be... Nope, nope. Soul, mind, and body. Are they truly distinct? Where is that? Other side? No, no. Oh, I know where this goes. Silly me. Any more philosophy? Don't think so. Alright. Up we go. Or down we go, I guess. What did the vampire react to getting promoted? How did the vampire react to getting promoted? Please tell me. That's holy magic, sacred barriers, holy magic, purification. Well, no, while we're here, we'll just do this. Sacred barriers. Are all of these holy magic? I believe they are. Okay. Let's just do this then. 7. Large sacred barriers. Over here. That's not correct. There we go. 9, 8. No reaction, surprisingly. Bro didn't bat an eye. Nice. That is spot 7, I think. 6. There we go. Yeah, okay, important question. So we have let me grab it. We have Book of Spells, Light Adept, right? And so I believe in order of like skill, it's like novice, adept, master, and legendary or something like that. So would the skill books be closer to the door, or would they be deeper in here? Like, I think the novice ones should be here because, like, you're not as much of an expert, so you don't go that far, and you have to go deeper in to like get spell books that are of a higher caliber. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Purification magic, there we go. There's the barriers again. Formation of sacred barriers, that's number 3. Alright, because we got Book of Spells, 5 and 6. Let's put 5 on top. Yeah, I believe I'm just going to put Adept in the middle because I think it's going to be in the middle no matter what. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Makes sense to me. How dedicated is one to research, dig deeper into the shelves? Exactly. Yeah. Like, there's a special stage where it will just, like, make all the books fly back onto the shelves, and I don't know if I like the way it organizes things, if I'm entirely honest. Like, it put everything on the shelves, like, with the book series it's in, but at the same time, it just... I don't know. I just don't know if I agree with its choice of placement a lot of the time, you know? Let's just sneak in and grab that. Yeah, as you grab more books, you will notice that, books will just float a lot of the time, which isn't a problem, to be clear. I think if this game had, like, accurate book physics all the time, it would cause, way more problems than it's worth. Because things would be falling all the time, but, you know. What book is that on top? Hang on. Ethics of Magic Responsibility. Is that philosophy too? I guess we'll just have to see. Yeah, I've now decided that I'm just going to grab all the books all the time, and we'll figure it out from there. There we go. And we're off to philosophy, because I think that's the only 1000 one I grabbed. Here we go. Ethics of Magic, Responsibility and Restraint. Let's see if that's up here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, it does belong here. Sweet. We'll skip that for now. That's... Alright. I think therefore I am. Okay, there is more philosophy. Sick. That's the top shelf, I think. Yes. Holy spells, magical healing. Alright. This one, is it over here or in the front? Fantasy reality, ontological. There we go. It was in front. There we go. Great philosophers. That's on the other side. Philosophy and the self and other. Maybe the front. Philosophy of the self and other. There it is. Yeah, there is something very relaxing about this game. Just putting all my books back. No trouble whatsoever. Ontological problem is over here? Or no, it's in the front. Who is someone disingenuous in a call? A phony. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I gotta take another drink of water. There we go. And make sure you guys are drinking your water too. I know I say it, but I think a lot of people need multiple reminders. Because some people think that, like, if it's a choice between nothing at all and, like, drinking a Monster or whatever, then yeah, sure, drink a Monster. But, like, you know, a little water isn't gonna kill you. It's good for you, in fact. I think it's very good for you. Number 8. Is this the compendium? No, it's the Prolegomena. Where's my compendium? There you are. Sacred barriers, that's number 1. Number 2, you know, we're gonna fill up this shelf in no time, I think. Alright, that's healing. Goes over here. Soul's Light Adept goes over here. Hydration win. Exactly. Never understood energy drinks, I'll be honest. Tastes weird. Like, I can understand a little bit. Like, growing up, I didn't have a ton of, like, soda or anything like that. So, like, once I got to college and tried them a little bit, that was before I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I was kind of, I didn't get it because it was like, well, it doesn't really, like, give me a buzz. It kind of just sits there. But then I found that, like, oh, it actually, like, once I got diagnosed, I was like, oh, I see. It's helping me focus. Yeah. So I try not to drink energy drinks often, but if I've, like, forgotten my medication or something like that, it can, like, in a pinch help me out with that. But I try not to rely on it too much. Really? Did we gather all those books that fast? Well, okay then. Fundamentals of Holy Power in Undead Annihilation. Not sure we have a shelf for this, but it does go over here. Alright, where's my Undead Annihilation? I believe maybe we need a new shelf. Perfect. Alright, where's my Holy Magic? It's a lot of philosophy. Some healing. Really, did I not get that much holy magic? I could have sworn I got more than that. Well. Oh, sacred purification magic. There it is. Let's see. That'll be 3, won't it? Yes. What did one hat say to the other? I don't know. What did one hat say to the other? Enlighten me. Healing magic. Okay, that's a compendium. Goes over here. Stay here. I'll go up ahead. I enjoy puns. They are fun. Alright, where's the rest of my healing? Where is my healing magic? There's my compendium of healing magic. 1, 2, 3, 4? There we go. Healing and mana control. You know, I was just reminded in my head of like a book series that I started and never ended up actually finishing, which was like, I forget what it's called, but it's like a book series about this kid who, it's pretty classic. Kid joins a secret magic society, right? And but then it like comes out that like the spoilers for the series, I guess. I don't remember what it is, but then it comes out that like he's actually like a reincarnation of the big bad evil person of the series. And like at one point after the first book, he gets like a wolf companion, right? Like he makes friends with a wolf buddy or whatever. But then his dad tries to like ritually sacrifice the wolf buddy because he's like, oh, the evil version that you're a reincarnation of, like he had one just like that. And of course, like this kid like freaks out and I think like blows up on his dad a little bit. And it's like, oh, okay. And like I think, I don't remember exactly what happens, but he gets the wolf away and he goes back to this school, right? And then he just like goes through the school year like kind of normally, which I thought was kind of weird. like he just had this big fight with his dad and he's like keeping it a secret from the others that like he's like predestined to become evil or whatever. But like I'm thinking about it and it's like, and like it's not like they don't have a way, like it's not like his dad doesn't have a way to contact the school, because I think it's established they have like scrying orbs or whatever, but I guess it just doesn't matter. And like he just he just goes through the school year even though him and his dad are on the outs. Maybe, I don't think he kills his dad, like I don't think that's what happens, but maybe he like knocks him out or something. I don't fully remember, but I was just reminded of that because we're like sorting things for a magic school, and it was kind of just like thinking about it, and it's like that doesn't make a ton of sense. It's also, it was something I noticed at the time where it's like a lot of books, well not a lot of books, I that's maybe unfair, but like some books will, they want their protagonist to like be special and like something like that. I assume he wanted normalcy, hence he didn't tell anyone. Well, no, I mean, like, it's not about the kid. I understand the kid hiding it. I'm confused about the dad. Like, I'm really confused about why the dad didn't say anything, because he thinks that his kid is destined to be evil. So I don't... Oh, man. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get why he doesn't reach out, because he was totally gonna kill that wolf. Like, he was gonna kill the dog. It was not, like, speculative at all. It was like, yes, I have tied this dog down to the ritual circle, and I'm gonna kill it because I think it's a sign that you're becoming the evil thing. And it's like, whoa, okay. But, yeah. Oh, what was I... Are we about to... No. This is the wrong area. Let's see. That's also the wrong. I keep reading these wrong. I just keep reading these wrong. Gonna put these back. I think they're for I am. There we go. There it is. Put these back. Philosophers. Alright, time to gather more. Actually, I just have this one book, so I'll just plonk it back in there. That is needed. A lot of these are needed, actually. Wow. Come here. Is that another one? Yes. Any back here? Maybe this one? That's hard to reach, though. No, that's about job inequality. That's alchemy. There's holy magic. Grab that. Grab that. That's also... I'm not going to say also about job inequality because I'm not sure. Da, 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 da. I know there's more around here. And once again, I'm impressed by my carrying capacity. My goodness. That's okay. We are all full up. Watch watch that be the action that sets the MC on the dark path, willing to protect his best friend. There's no telling how far he would go. Exactly. Like, seriously, like, I didn't end up finishing the series, right? Because I think it was like, maybe it was an audiobook. There was a period of time where my dad was just showing me a bunch of audiobooks and stuff like that. But I don't think I ended up finishing the series. But it was just kind of like, I don't know what he expected to happen. Like, you took this kid's dog and you're gonna kill his dog. Like, I don't know what he was hoping to accomplish. I'm sure in his mind his reasoning was very sound, but like reading it, or I guess listening to it, was like, dude, this is dumb. This is obviously going to go wrong. What's wrong with you? Yeah. And it was just one of those things where it's like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. That's healing. Not a lot of holy magic again. There we go. Holy magic again. Yeah, and what I was gonna say is it was one of those books where I feel like some books, especially for like younger readers, they want to like give their main character something special, right? So they might like, but they want to do it in a way that doesn't actually like inconvenience them that much, if that makes sense. And so the kid in this book is like, he has like, the thing is, when he was a baby, I just tossed that for no reason. When he was a baby, his leg got broken really bad and it like healed badly. So the book will like make references to like, he has like a disability, like his leg, it bugs him, right? But it never seems to bug him in a way that actually stops him from doing anything. Which, I mean, that's fair. Like, maybe you just don't want to deal with that. But in my mind, it's like, well, if you aren't going to, like, explore actually, like, what's going on with that, then why do it at all? Yeah, it was just interesting to me. Humans are desperate, and that often borders on stupidity. Yeah, I guess so. I just remember looking at that and going, this is going to go so badly. What are you doing? And I can't remember why he was like doing this ritual sacrifice, because like I'm sure there was a reason, right? I'm sure it was like some sort of spell or something. There's healing, or where it was like, oh yes, I'm going to purify you or something. But it's just, it seems ill thought out, in my opinion. Like, just not did not think that through. Or like, I guess maybe he was thinking, oh yes, I will do this, and then my child will be forced to realize, like, maybe the thing was that he thought, like, the wolf had him under a spell or something, but I don't remember that being the thing. It was just, it was kind of odd, to me at least. It was a very odd decision that this man decided to make. 9, 8... any more recipe books? Yes, I see one right there. Okay, perfect. That is holy magic. Okay, I missed that one the first time around. There we go. Let's see, are all of these philosophy? I think. Yes, all philosophy. Up we go. That goes up top, I believe. 876. That goes on the other side. I recognize that cover. Ooh, we are about to complete a shelf. Yeah, and it only took however long this stream has been going on. Well, I have leveled up, which means I can have an ability, but I'm not gonna do it because we're chasing the achievement where we don't use any of these things. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have the magic and do absolutely nothing with it. Alright, I think therefore I am. I believe responsibility and restraint is down here. That's not it. There we go. Top shelf. All right, and let's look on the top floor for some more books to grab, shall we? I think we shall. There's a lot, apparently. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yeah. You know, there was another book series that I listened to with my family as an audiobook, because I think we were doing something where it was like we were traveling a bunch that year, and so we had a lot of potential this is all healing magic. There we go. And we had time, right? Like we had a bunch of car rides that we needed to, and we listened to the Tunnels series. And I kind of feel like that one went off the rails at the end too, a little bit. Like spoilers for the Tunnels series, I guess, but in the end, it turned out the answer was aliens, and maybe that was the plan from the start. But I don't know, when I was 14 or whatever when we were listening to it, I thought that was a little bit silly. I was like, really? It's just that? Is that what we're going with? Except in my defense, it was a little more ridiculous than that. So basically, in case you don't know, Tunnels is a series where this kid underneath his house, he's obsessed with digging, right? And he's yes, I just love to dig, I love to be in the earth. And his dad was the same way, apparently. Just absolutely loves digging in the earth, right? And then they find this tunnel under their house that leads down into, oh dang, there's a whole secret society that's living beneath the earth, beneath people, but they also hate people, and that's bad. That's super dangerous. I forget what they're called. I forget what the race of people is called. And throughout the series, it's kind of implied that maybe at one point we had a shared ancestor, and they just went off their own way and started living underground and stuff like that, right? And so it's got that going on, right? And I thought that was interesting. I thought that was fine. But then as the series goes on, it gets more complicated. More stuff happens. The Styx, that's what they're called. Styx, Styx, I believe it's spelled. One second, I'll grab some water. And it's basically oh, there is a philosophy book. I'll put that back in a second. It's just kind of yes, there's this entire underground society, and that society is dying also, but they also hate humans, so I guess their thought is that even though they like being underground and stuff like that, they're gonna kill all humans or something. I don't fully remember what their goal is, but basically they're evil, and the people gotta stop them, right? And again, this is this isn't an adult book per se. It's meant for a bit of a younger audience, so there are some things you can let go, but it got kind of weird, right? It was this whole thing where eventually it gets revealed that from that description, my first thought are the MCN is dad part dog. Well, they're not part dog, but as I'm about to spoil for the series, turns out the plot twist of the whole thing is that actually, and get ready for this one, actually, his dad, the Styx, mind manipulated and brainwashed him into loving digging so much and being super passionate about things. They were oh yeah, no one is naturally that passionate about things. We got into his brain and made him that passionate so that eventually he would dig into the earth and be part of our grand plan to destroy society or something like that. And it was well, okay, sure, whatever. At the time I was kind of well, people can just be passionate about things, but whatever. I believe that the Styx would believe that no one could be that naturally passionate. I can believe that they, as the evil people, would do that, right? But then it keeps going, and it's eventually, right? Okay, this is what makes the reveal of the aliens so weird. Eventually, it's revealed that hey, actually, the entirety of planet Earth is a spaceship. The entirety of planet Earth is a spaceship, and all the tunnels that were underground were the access tunnels to pilot the planet spaceship, and the sticks were like the aliens, but also maybe the humans were the aliens. I don't fully remember. And it's like, and at the end, this one lady, I can't remember her name, I'm so sorry. She like, she starts up the ship, and the entire planet starts moving to what is apparently their original destination. And I remember I was just quite flabbergasted at the end. I did not like it felt very out of nowhere in a lot of ways. It was just kind of like, wow, that's what we're going with, huh? Like the entire planet of the Earth is a spaceship, and like these are supposed to be the good guys, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're good. We stopped the evil sticks, yay! But then she goes and like starts this spaceship, and it's like, okay, so everyone on the surface of the planet is dead then, like, because you can't just move it through the atmosphere without like people are gonna die. Like that's gonna die. I don't know. And like, you know, it's been a while. It's been a while since I heard the book, so maybe I'm forgetting some details, and maybe it all like makes sense and things like that. But at the time, it was just kind of like, what am I did not get the ending at all. It was very, to me, it was quite strange. I did not understand what it was going for at all, pretty much. Like, I just, it was, and also pretty sure, like, now that I'm older, definitely kind of, I'm not going to say it ripped off Aliens, because the idea of, like, putting, like, laying eggs inside someone and then the babies, like, burst out and eat you, that's not, like, specific to Aliens, right? That's just, like, a thing bugs do. But, like, growing older, I was like, huh, there's some similarities here. But, anyway. Generally feels like something Kane would cook up. Yeah, and like, I don't want to be too mean, like I said, because like, it's been a while, right? And maybe that was always the plan and I just didn't pick up on things, but I don't know, just listening to it, it felt a little bit out of left field, like, oh, this is like the answer, I guess. I was not satisfied with the answers that the series gave me in the end, I guess is what I will say. And maybe some other people were. I haven't really talked to like other people who have read the series, because, you know, it just hasn't really come up, I guess. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. I was quite confused in many ways about what it was going for and what it was trying to do. Oh, and we are full. Okay, metaphysics. There we go. I'm trying to think if there's other, like, childhood books that have that same vibe where I'm just like, wait, what does that mean? Like, oh, like, I guess I could do another one, which is, y'all ever heard of the Michael Vey series? Yeah, like, Michael Vey? The guy with kid with electric powers. I don't think that's a spoiler, because I think it like happens in the first like 15 pages or something. And it's like, it's the conceit of the book, so theoretically you'd know that if you picked up the book already. Let's see, where is Power and Ethics? This is Power and Ethics. Okay, cool. Doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, that's okay. I don't like, to me, it was popular because I read it as a child, and I think I heard about it in the Scholastic Book Fair, which of course means it's the most famous, bestest book ever, right? But yeah, it was this series where there were these kids with electric powers, and it was like kind of science-y in the way that it explained it, where it's like they were wired differently because something went wrong with like an MRI machine in the hospital the night they were born, I think was the explanation, but basically just an excuse for them to have powers, right? Which is fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. You want the kids to have powers, like, that's fine. But like, just the ending of the series, it got very serious, right? Like, it got pretty dark and serious as time went on. And I think that's kind of normal for a kid's book like this. Like, that's fine, right? But then at the end, they like, because some things that happen in the book is like they go to war, they have to run away from home, they spend like ages just homeless and running from this giant corporation that wants to kill them, and it's just a lot happens, right? Like, a lot happens, and then at the end they just go back to school, which felt a little bit weird. Like, I don't like, and the way they went back to school was weird to me, because at the start they make a big point of like there are bullies in this book, right? Like, there were bullies at the start who did bully things, like bully the kid with magic powers, because, like, I mean, technically within the world it's not magic, but it's basically magic, right? And so they like bully the kid, and then he like, yeah, and he's not supposed to show his powers because that's dangerous. This is a healing book. What am I doing? Are these all healing books? Maybe? Yeah, we'll just jump down here. Yeah, but basically, and then throughout the course of the book, these bullies become like friends with them and everything, but at the end of the book, the main character kind of acts like the bullies did at the start, which was super weird to me, because there's a bunch of scenes in the book of like, because there's good kids with powers, and then there's like some bad kids with powers who like use their powers for bad because they were raised by the evil guy, right? But it becomes something where, like, at the end, like, throughout the series they have these scenes which I assume were meant to show that, like, oh, these bad kids are using their powers irresponsibly to like hurt people and just because they feel like it. And that's fine. But then at the end of the series, like, the main character Michael, he's kind of doing the same thing, because like someone just like makes fun of him or whatever, and instead of doing the right thing of like, I'm just going to turn the other cheek or whatever, he like threatens him and terrifies him, and like, just it's hard to explain, but like the book presents this as like, yeah, he's showing him what for, and it's like, this is the exact behavior that you've been portraying as bad and a sign of evil this entire time. So why is it suddenly chill if the main character does it? Like, and there had been points in the book where Michael had done something, right? Like, he used his powers to, like, hurt somebody. And in the context of the moment, it makes sense why he would, right? Like, it makes sense within the story why he'd be angry enough to do that. But all the other characters were like, in that moment, the way they reacted was kind of like, oh, that was maybe a bit far. Like, you have these powers, you have to use them responsibly. But then the last book and the last scene just like throws that out. It's like, nah, they're totally cool. They can do whatever they want. It's fine. And that, I don't know, it felt weird. And recently, actually, craziest twist of all, recently I found out that there are maybe like 3 more books that I didn't read, because I got to the end of the series and there was like an ending where it was like, oh yes, thank you for reading. Wonderful, I finished this series, it's so awesome, yay. And like, right, like that was it, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the end. But then, like, turns out there's more books, I guess, which sure, why not? Why not just put more books in that I didn't know about that maybe came out years later? Like, anyway, like, sorry, I'm rambling about a bunch of things that I just barely remember as bothering me when I was like in my teen years. But it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, like, I feel like maybe in the case of Michael Vey, I grew up as the series was coming out, so maybe by the time it ended I just like wasn't in the demographic anymore. But I don't know, it felt a little bit weird there by the end. And it's kind of surprising how many of the books, like, I'm surprised that I was able to come up with 3 examples of that happening. Like, that's actually kind of weird. But anyway, this is holy magic. Let's go over here. Section and application. That's not it. There we go. over here, I suppose. There we go. 9, 8. Introduction to, that's healing. That's philosophy. That's also healing. There we go. Magical barriers. Put that in. Holy power and undead annihilation. Is that down here? It is. That's volume 2. And also volume 7. Awesome. That's the wrong shelf. There we go. Perfect. Let's put this light book back. I only have the one, I think, so this should be just fine. Theological research and holy magic. Let's put that in here. It's going to be crazy if at the end one book is out of place, because that happened on my first playthrough. Like, it was like, oh yes, I finally finished it. And then we look at the number in the top, and it's just like, oh, there is a singular book out of place. Technically 2 books because I'd swapped them, but yeah, it can happen. It happened to me. It could happen to you too. Ooh, scary. I don't know why I said that. It's so silly. There we go. There's magical healing. And that goes here. That goes on this shelf. I'll be honest, I'm mostly looking at, like, the colors and design of the covers for these, but I think that's probably how a lot of people do it, to be honest. I think that's over here. I think, therefore, it is. That's not it. Maybe it's the front. I think, therefore, I am. There we go. This is 3. Then we got power and ethics. Is it over? No, it's on the other side, isn't it? Yes, there it is. And let's search up here for some more of these books, shall we? And grab these things. I'm like, it's getting a little bit harder to find these things, which I think is probably a good sign that we're getting closer. But it also means at some point I'm just gonna have one book left that I need to find, and I'm not gonna be able to find it, and it's gonna drive me a little bit crazy. That's history. Off you go. Not that history is unimportant, but, well, it's not what I'm looking for right now. That is lavender. That's also handy kitchen recipes. I'm walking by that shelf, which is why I'm deciding to pick them up. I already walked by that shelf. Okay. Handy kitchen. That's here. And I believe I have the first one. Yes. There we go. Look, I have the ability to level up, which I will not do. Haha. Stretching again. Ugh. Okay. Now let's try and fill our arms with all the things. Should probably clear these off at some point, but that's a worry for a little bit later. That's also one. There we go. Sacred purification magic. Healer's ethics. I think I can pick up one more. I just gotta find it. Let's see. Can I pick up even another? I can. Anything else? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, no more. Now it's full. We'll go straight to the healing section, because that's the last one I picked up. 7? Actually, just let's be smart about this. Where is my healing stuff? Fundamentals. Let's see, what do you look like? Reddish cover. Holy magic. Philosophy. Healer's ethics. That goes over here. Philosophy. Oh, okay, that is philosophy. Sick. Holy power, philosophical. Another healer's ethics. Perfect. For diseases. Let's go like that. I'm trying to remember what the difference between, like, because, like, medically, there's, like, a specific definition for a disease. And I'm trying to remember what it is, because I think I found it really cool when I heard about it. But I don't fully remember what it is. Let's see. Compendium of Sacred Magic. Fundamentals for Undead Annihilation. Is that you? Yes, it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That's philosophy. This is, again, just the one book, so we can run over here really fast and just, whoop, take care of that. That's healing. Let's put that on the shelf as well. Nice. You know, when I first played this game, I thought that the way to open the chests was to put away all of the books that had certain shapes on them, because that's kind of what it looks like, right? Like, some of them have diamonds, some of them have the circles, some of them have whatever. So I thought for sure that that was the answer, but alas, you just have to find some hidden keys, which is probably better, to be honest. Like, it's a little bit more intuitive, you know what I mean? Up we go. I think that's down here. Look how close we're getting. Heck yeah. Philosophical studies in magic. There we go. 6. And that goes up here, I believe. Yes. Alright. Now time to keep collecting. As I said, it's getting a little harder to see the books that I am looking for, but should still be able to find what we need to, hopefully. Let me just grab a stack. That's lavender again. Is that? No, that is... Oh, that is healing. Let me grab that. And that's holy magic. Are you healing? You are healing. Perfect. That's philosophy. That is also... That's not philosophy, but that's healing. Another healing one. Holy magic. It's interesting because most of these books that I'm looking for are white, but some of them have a lot of red mixed in, so... Oh, there's one. There's another. And here's just 2 right here. Sweet. 3, never mind. And 1 more. Yeah, and we will... I believe that's all I can grab. Yes, so you know what? Let's start with philosophy this time. Philosophy, power, and ethics. There we go. 4. No, no. Nope, nope. There we go. Methodology and truth. Is this in the front? Where is it actually? Okay. Let's see. Methodology and truth. There it is. It's one of these ones. It was kind of hard to see, so I couldn't tell. Magic. ethics. I believe this is, yes. On the other side, yay! And there's another one like right there. So maybe... Where is it actually? There we go. I think therefore I am. Up top. Alright. We've got healing, healing, healing. Anything besides healing? That's holy magic. So maybe we'll just jump down for a sec. Beautiful. Any other holy magic? There we go. That is 9, 8. I don't believe we have the no healer diff on the shelf over there, so... or maybe we do. Nope, probably not, because we have an empty shelf, so... We'll go from there. That's number 6. Yep, healer diff. 3 and a 2. Fundamentals of healing and mana control. Healer diff again. 4, 6. 4 principles of ethics. Number 7. And I recognize the cover on this one, so we'll go like that. And this is the last book in this stack. And I think with that, I'm going to call it for the day. Thank you for joining me. I know we had to skip a week, and I thank you for coming back. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. I had a fun time with this, and I hope that you will join me for the next one. We might be playing this game again. We might be playing something else. Haven't quite decided yet. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And like I said, I hope to see you for the next one. Alright, I'll bid you guys adieu now. And I will say bye. Bye!